Hello and welcome. My name is Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind the Country Chic Cottage. So I've been asked several times on this YouTube channel by you on both the DTF as well as UV DTF videos if you can use photos with it. So we are going to answer that today and make two projects with photos. One using UV DTF and the other using DTF. So the answer is a resounding yes. You can use photos with your DTF and UV DTF projects, and I'm going to show you how. Now, this video is sponsored by Ninja Transfers, however, all projects and opinions are my own. And we're going to order both the DTF and UV DTF that I'm going to use in this video. I'm going to show you how to design it and then order it from Ninja Transfers. So if you want to make exactly the projects that I'm going to make, you absolutely can. So the UV DTF project is going to be this cute frame, and it says, "You are the piece that holds us together." And then there are puzzle pieces filled with pictures that you can customize and fill your own. Now, I will have a free Canva template for this one. Now, these, I equate photo gifts with Mother's Day, those two go together for me. So both of these projects are perfect for Mother's Day. That is coming up. So get ready and order your DTF and UV DTF now. So this is the UV DTF project. And then the DTF project, it is a shirt that says, this one example is Nana and customized with a couple of pictures. I got this layout on Etsy, and I will link to it below as well so you can get that. It had a variety of different names on her Etsy listing, so you can use this for a variety of different grandma names. So let's dive in first of all and take a look at the supplies we're going to use for this project. So for the projects I'm going to use with DTF, I have my DTF print and I have a shirt that I'm going to add it to. You will also need a heat source, and I'm just going to use an easy press with a heat resistant mat for this. For the UV DTF project, again, I have my UV DTF print, and then I have a blank to put it on. Now, this blank is a thrift store frame. I picked up a thrift store frame. It had something on it on the inside. So I went ahead and painted both the frame as well as the inside to give me a clean base to work with. This is a great option if you can find something at your thrift store to spend less money on this project. So now I have everything I need for UV DTF as well as DTF. So let's take a look at how to order these prints, because that is going to be obviously your first step in this process, is to order your photo prints from Ninja Transfers. So let's take a look at that process. So I'm starting in Canva with a custom size, and I went ahead and made my custom size 12 by 12 inches. I want to be able to make this large enough for a shirt. This is going to be my DTF design. So then I went ahead and went to uploads and I uploaded my files. So first of all, I have this cute design with two picture frames. And I did get this from Etsy, and I will link to the source in the description below this video. And then I wanted to add two photos to this design, so I clicked to add those as well. When adding each photo, I went ahead and cropped it and resized it to fit the frame. Then once I had it the right size, I clicked position and I sent the photo to the back. That way that cute hand-drawn frame is around my photo. Then all that's left to do is to make sure that everything is the right size for your shirt. Then once you have all your photos added and you have everything the right size for your shirt, you're going to go ahead and download this. So I downloaded as a ping with a transparent background, and then I did make it 2 times the size just to get the resolution I would need in order to order it from Ninja Transfers. And then to order this print from Ninja Transfers, I went ahead and went to their website and did DTF transfers by size. Then I uploaded that same file that I just made in Canva. Then you'll just input your dimensions. If you want this to be anything different from what it uploaded, you'll add that here. I did want this to be about 10 inches wide because it is for a small shirt. Then you can add more designs if you would like to, or you can go ahead and proceed to checkout. Be sure to add your blanks to your cart as well, because Ninja Transfer sells blanks. So I went ahead and added my Gildan t-shirt to my cart as well. For the UV DTF design, I do have a Canva template for you, and I will link to that in the description below this video. So it is several puzzle pieces that you will drop your images onto, and then it has some text below that says, "You are the piece that holds us together." First, you want to add a square to your Canva template and make it exactly the size of whatever blank you're going to put this on. So I picked up a thrift store frame, so I went ahead and made it the exact size. Then I can resize all of my elements to fit whatever I want to put it on exactly. So resize those elements and make sure that they're going to fit on the blank that you've chosen. Once you have it just as you want it, you can go ahead and go to uploads and start dragging and dropping your pictures over. So I just dragged and dropped an image onto each of the puzzle pieces. And for each of those puzzle pieces, I double clicked the picture and I would resize it, rotate it, move it around in the puzzle piece to get it exactly how I want it. Because we're dealing with this puzzle piece shape, you don't want to cut off anyone's head. You want this to look as good as possible. So I played around with the pictures in each of the puzzle pieces to get the look that I wanted. Once you're done and you have this exactly how you want it, resize to fit whatever you're going to put it on, then go ahead and click download. Download it as a PNG file. And again, I made this 2 times the size in order to get the resolution needed for ordering. And then to order UV DTF, you will head to Ninja Transfers and you'll order the UV DTF 3D perma stickers. And I did do the by size option. So I went ahead and clicked browse and found the image on my computer. And then you just want to double check the size here. Make sure it is the right size, again, for the blank that you're going to put it on. I did have to slightly resize this in order to get it the correct size. Once everything is the correct size, you can go ahead and proceed to checkout, and it will add the UV DTF sticker to your cart. Then you can order your DTF and UV DTF from Ninja Transfers for these projects. So for this UV DTF, I have my sticker and I have my blank already ready. I did want to mention that if you paint the blank like I did, I would allow this to cure. This is cured for about a week actually. I would allow it to cure for at least 72 hours before attempting to add the UV DTF, just to make sure everything is nice and dry, cured, and ready. Now, if you have ever applied a UV DTF sticker, you'll know it's a little tricky as far as like the adhesive is very, very strong. And you want to be sure that you get it into the right location the first time. So what I'm going to do is to cut around this very close to my print. And so I'm cutting around it on all 4 sides, and then I'm just testing it in here, deciding where it looks good. Then I'm going to say like, it looks really good right here. So some type of masking tape, washi tape, something. I'm going to put just a piece of tape down here. And then we're just gonna flip this without removing the tape. So I want that tape to be still on that piece. And we're just gonna peel away this backing. So we'll peel the backing away from the sticker all the way down. Again, I just wanna make sure we don't bother that tape and where it is. And then we're just going to sort of lay down this UV DTF. So I'm going to use a scraper and I'm going to go, in this case, from the bottom up. Now this could be, you know, from one side to the other, just depends on what your piece looks like. But I'm gonna go from the bottom all the way to the top. And especially in this part where it's sort of a solid piece, just going from one side to the other or from the bottom to the top will make sure that you don't get any bubbles in that UV DTF. So I'm just pressing down from one side to the other, and then I'm just holding this corner. So I'm just making sure that I don't get the corner down, because that'll give me something to pull back up with. And then you can just pull back up and remove that sheet that is covering the UV DTF. We just want to remove it. And your goal is just to leave the UV DTF on your surface here. So we're just peeling this back slowly. I'm just making sure it's stuck down everywhere. And I tend to be a bit more careful with the lines that aren't, you know, very thick. So this was like one solid sheet, fairly easy, but these thinner lines, I'm gonna go really slowly and just make sure it's down. And you can even, you know, rub across it a little bit more, make sure it's down well. And then we just want to peel back very slowly and get this off. And anywhere you like start to see it lifting, just press it down with your thumb. I mean, that's the benefit of going slow, is that you're going to be able to catch any of those, you know, small tails that aren't all the way down. You're going to be able to catch that as you pull it up and not ruin your entire piece. So I'm just going to keep working on this and getting everything peeled back. And once this is on here, like, it is done. It is on here, it is stuck. You can go back over like with a felt tip scraper or even just your finger. Make sure it's down, just press it down really well. But otherwise, literally, this project is done. It's so cute. I did use a font that has like a brush looking script. So this is a font I would not want to do with something like adhesive vinyl. And then with the UV DTF, the photos, they're just very high quality. This entire piece will last a very long time with the UV DTF. So I like it for this type of project as well. So that's how to use photos with UV DTF as an example. Now this is just an example. There are tons of different ideas that you could use with photos as well as UV DTF. Let's go ahead and press that DTF transfer. So I have a heat resistant mat down. And then I'm just going to put my shirt over the top. Now this shirt I'm using is cotton, but you can use any type of shirt as long as it can handle the heat. And for the easy press, I'm using 310 degrees Fahrenheit at 15 seconds. Now on their website, they have a variety of instructions for DTF that include heat presses, even an iron. So be sure to check out that if you're using something different. And then I'm just going to kind of locate the design on the shirt. And then they do send a piece of parchment paper with every order. So I'm just going to cover that up. Now this easy press is not going to cover this entire transfer at one time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press in this area, pressing down about medium pressure, and then I'm going to move it down. And I'm actually going to press this 4 times because the transfer is very large. So I'm going to press for 15 seconds in one area, lift, press in the next area. Overlapping is okay, and I'm going to do 2 more times. So 2 more times in this area, and then we'll talk about finishing this off. So this one's done, just move it. And this one's done, move it one last time. Once that last one's done, then I'm just going to use this DTF cooling block on this for just a second. I just want to make sure it's like not too hot to touch. This is a warm peel product. And then I'm going to kind of look and see if I think everything looks okay. Especially if I'm using the easy press, I just want to make sure that things are stuck. And then we can remove that top sheet. And now the post press is very important. So I'm going to add the parchment paper back, and I am going to press again exactly the same way as I did before. So still 310 degrees, 15 seconds, and I'm going to press 4 different times. So we'll just move and press again. And over on this side, and one more time. Once that last press is done, we can just peel that parchment paper back. That last press made this go into the fabric, and this looks so good. So using photos with DTF, definitely possible, and it looks so good on here. And the photos come out bright and vibrant, even on a dark shirt, which I feel like is the largest benefit. Okay, so I have so many ideas for both of these. I just narrowed it down to one project. So the UV DTF I used with this frame because I thought it was a simple project, super cute, something that everyone can use. But you can order UV DTF stickers to add to any hard surface with photos. So if you want to make a, like maybe a photo tumbler, you can't do sublimation with the tumbler for some reason, UV DTF could be the answer. Even if you want to customize it with photos, this is a great way to do that. And then, like, if you're struggling with your shirts, you want to add photos to your shirt, but you don't want to use that white polyester shirt, that's not what we're about. We're about a gray cotton shirt that is gorgeous, then DTF is your answer. And yes, you can still use those cute photos in a variety of ways on the front. So use your imagination. You can either do the exact same projects that I've done or use your imagination. Come up with other ways to use photos with both DTF and UV DTF, and I think you are going to love the results. And you saw just how easy these projects were as well. So now if you have any questions about anything I've covered, drop down in the comment section, ask away. If you liked this video and it helped you, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, head on over to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. I have videos just like this one all the time, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of those. So thank you all so much for crafting along with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.